If you've ever poured cooled pasta water onto your plants and watched them explode with growth, you already know the quiet secret. The kitchen is one of the richest sources of plant nutrition. Most gardeners underestimate just how valuable everyday kitchen scraps can be, not as compost, but as direct, usable fertilizers. Pasta water is only the beginning. In this guide, we're going to walk through exactly why pasta water works, and then explore the other overlooked kitchen scraps that can transform your soil, strengthen your plants, and boost your yields without spending a cent. This is practical, simple home gardening at its best. Let's start with pasta water because it often surprises new gardeners with how effective it is. When pasta boils, starch dissolves into the water. That starch becomes a feast for soil microbes. When microbes get fed, they multiply rapidly, and that microbial explosion begins breaking down organic matter, releasing nutrients and improving soil structure. The result is more available nitrogen, more accessible minerals, and far healthier roots. The key is always to use cooled, unsalted pasta water. Salt dries out roots and disrupts soil chemistry, so make sure you only use the unsalted kind or water you saved before adding salt to the pot. Pour it around the base of your plants, not directly on the stems, and watch the soil life respond within days. But pasta water is just the start. The question is, what about the other kitchen scraps? Can you use them the same way? The answer is yes, but only if you understand the role each scrap plays in your soil's nutrient cycle. Some scraps add minerals, some stimulate microbial growth, some improve soil texture, and others protect plants naturally. Let's look at the most powerful ones you can use immediately. One of the most valuable scraps is banana water, the liquid created by soaking banana peels in water for 24 to 48 hours. So, banana peels are actually rich in potassium, which is, the element responsible for flower development, strong stems, fruit quality, and, overall plant resilience. When you soak the peels, trace amounts of potassium, along with calcium and magnesium, leach into the water. This makes banana water a mild, balanced fertilizer that's just perfect for tomatoes, peppers, roses, fruit trees, and flowering herbs. Now you'll want to strain the liquid and dilute it with an equal part water before applying. And do avoid fermenting it too long, as that can produce alcohols that stress roots. Another overlooked kitchen scrap is rice water, but it must be used correctly. So, there are actually two types of rice water: raw rice rinse water and boiled rice water. Raw rice rinse water, you see, is full of starch, dust, and just a few trace minerals. Like pasta water, rice water feeds microbes and encourages fungal growth in the soil, brilliant for maintaining a healthy ecosystem. Boiled rice water, on the other hand, has much more starch and is quite a bit stronger, so it really ought to be diluted. Both forms are great for boosting microbial activity, but do remember, boiled water must be cooled and unsalted. Many gardeners, myself included, use rice water weekly to help seedlings and leafy greens thrive, since the gentle nutrients are consistently effective without being harsh. Then there's eggshell water, which is honestly one of the easiest ways to get bioavailable calcium into your soil. Calcium is, absolutely crucial for preventing blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers. Rinse and crush eggshells, boil them in water for about 10 minutes, let the mixture steep overnight, and then strain it. It's really that simple. This water is a slow but steady calcium source. Unlike powdered eggshells, which take months to break down, eggshell tea carries dissolved minerals plants can use immediately. Apply it once every 2 weeks during fruiting season. Let's also talk about vegetable scrap broth, a powerhouse fertilizer that many gardeners overlook. When you boil vegetable scraps like carrot tops, celery leaves, onion skins and leafy bits, the resulting broth becomes a mineral-rich tonic for your plants. Now, you'll want to avoid using salty or oily cooking liquids. Just stick to fresh, veg-only scrap water. This broth, you see, contains trace elements like iron, sulfur, manganese and potassium. Be sure to dilute it by half before using and pour it around heavy feeders such as squash, cucumbers, brassicas and corn. It actually provides a broad spectrum of micronutrients that, commercial fertilizers often ignore. Another surprisingly useful scrap is coffee rinse water. That's simply the water you use to rinse leftover coffee from your pot or even from your grounds. It's mild, slightly acidic, and contains very small amounts of nitrogen and magnesium, which can be quite handy for certain plants. This makes it perfect for acid-loving plants such as blueberries, azaleas, hydrangeas and strawberries. It's far gentler than using brewed coffee directly and, it won't overwhelm the soil. Finally, let's discuss starchy potato water, which behaves similarly to pasta water but, offers even more immediate microbial stimulation. Plants that respond especially well include root vegetables, leafy greens and herbs. So, again, the rule is simple, really. No salt, no oil, and always make sure the potato water is cooled before you use it. The real secret behind all these kitchen scraps is that they feed your soil first. Quite fascinating, isn't it? You see, healthy soil is the engine of your garden. Every time you use a kitchen-derived liquid, whether from pasta, rice, vegetables, banana peels or eggshells, you're giving your soil life exactly what it needs to work harder for your plants. It's like magic, really. Used correctly, these scraps reduce your fertilizer bill, improve soil structure, and create steady, natural growth without chemical inputs. Now, this isn't about just dumping kitchen waste into your beds. It's about understanding the biology behind your soil and using simple liquids to support the living ecosystem beneath your feet. Quite the transformation, wouldn't you say? If this guide helped you rethink your kitchen scraps, do make sure you subscribe and share it with another gardener who loves growing smarter, not harder. Your kitchen and your garden work better together than you ever imagined. Cheers to that.